It's recorded now. Hello YouTube, how y'all doing today? So we're gonna do part two of the TikTok reacts. Hopefully I can upload some more, but we're gonna do it uh do it to it. Okay. Tip, tricks, tools. Thought that said something else, but okay. So let's see what her video what's her video about. Let's see. Wait a minute, is it recording? What the fudge? Okay.
Stop scrolling. These are 3 controversial websites they don't want you to know about. First up, we have capitaltrades.com. This website lets you know which politicians are trading and selling which stocks. Very high likelihood that these people know something about the stock market that we don't. Next up, we have synthesia.com. This is AI voice and video mimicry. Ever wonder how people make those deep fakes? Third, we have haveibeenpwned.com. Getting a lot of spam calls recently? Input your email or phone number on this site to see if either have been leaked in any data breaches. Like and follow for more.
That's good info, I guess.
White kid shot up a school.
A mob of black youths stampeded through downtown Chicago last.
A mob of white people are serial killers and murderers. 2 white kids shot up a school. A white person 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 killed 60 people in Vegas. A white guy stabbed 4 college students. A white guy shot up a church. A white guy was a serial killer. 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 A white lady went cuckoo one day and killed a kid. A white guy murdered a whole family. White people made this. A white guy kidnapped and murdered a woman. A white guy killed his girlfriend and then himself. A white guy kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered at least 4 women. A white guy kidnapped and sexually assaulted young boys. This white guy killed a man. This white guy killed a whole family.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the video because I think we actually get the point now. Like, white people are just as bad as black people. But here's the funny part. He took the video of this other white dude who tried to say that, oh, mob of black people and this and that. Look how evil. I said it earlier in the last TikTok video. Like, look how evil these black people are, these monkeys and shit. Like that, like black people are innately evil. And then this dude just basically destroyed that entire concept by not only listing all the white people who commit heinous crimes, but listing a picture that showed the majority, not all, but the majority of serial killers who happen to be white. Serial killers can come from any race. Like, I've never heard of any indigenous serial killers, but I've heard of Asian serial killers. I've heard of black serial killers. I mean, African serial killers. I've heard of Mexican serial killers. But the majority of serial killers, 73% of them are white. But nobody wants to talk about that. It's always stuck on what black people do wrong. But he basically just like he got an and one with this one. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm gonna let it continue.
This white guy kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered several women. A white man sexually assaulted and murdered his own daughter. This white couple killed another couple. This white guy kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered an 11-year-old child.
This what gets me the most when you look at most of these. Why is all these white people sexually assaulting these fucking kids? I mean, anybody does it from any race, but the majority of sexual assaults you hear is coming from, like, what pleasure does a person get in sexually assaulting a child? That shit is disgusting. It's like, what, your pee-pee so small that you can't be with a woman, so you got to go around sexually assault kids? It's like, what's wrong with people?
This white guy kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered an 11-year-old child. These 2 white teenagers killed their teenage friend. This white lady killed her husbands. This white guy killed his whole family. This white guy murdered a bunch of college students. Ah! This white lady killed her baby and got away with it.
Fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. And what's with this killing babies, man? I remember there was this black woman who killed, I think, her daughter or something like that, because she claimed, I think killed one of her kids because she claimed that the kid was sexually assaulting the younger brother or something like that. No evidence or proof. I think she just wanted to kill her fucking kids.
This white man kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered a young boy. This white lady and this white man killed her husband. This white guy killed this woman. This white man killed a lot of hamburgers and also people. A white guy shot up...
I'm sorry. He said he killed a bunch of hamburgers. Stupid, man. Come on, this video is supposed to be serious, bro.
This McDonald's and murdered 21 people. These two white farm owners killed a bunch of people. This white guy killed his wife. This was a white serial killer. These were white serial...
Whoa, wait. He's white? I guess.
This was a white serial killer.
Look like it.
These were white serial killers. This was a white serial killer. This was a white serial killer. This was a white lady serial killer. This was an old-timey white serial killer.
Oh, I know the story about... Hold on, let me go back. I know the story about this. Everybody should know the story. He was like the first most infamous serial killer in America or something like that. I think.
Serial killer. This guy never murdered a toothbrush, but he sure killed a lot of people. So I'm going to ask the same question that you asked about black youths. How do we fix this? Resources, education, opportunity, community. Oof, your commenters say, oh, not a surprise, you like that. Some things never change. And the news is silence. Not really. There is no fixing this. Hope is gone. Surprise, surprise. These are all with regards to your comments about black youths. They live for that shit. If it ain't in a rap song, they don't want to hear it.
Which is funny because you got a lot of white people who try to act black and rap and always say, oh, Eminem was the greatest rapper of all time. Why? Because he's white? I've rarely heard white people say that anybody but Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time. You hated rap until Eminem got into the game. Then all of a sudden you love rap. It's the greatest of all time. But it's like it's the hypocrisy of the racism. Because racists are hypocrites, right? So racists are the ones who sit up there and say, like, if you talk to any other Caucasian, they can tell you about Nas, Jay-Z, Talib Kweli, KRS-One, even Vanilla Ice, even throw him in there. They can tell you about the Beastie Boys. They can tell you about plenty of people who was in rap besides Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Eminem's good. Don't get me wrong. But for you to sit up there and talk about, make this comment that if it ain't a rap song, they don't want to hear it, that's funny. When part of your race listens to rap and be in rap and then try to act that same way and you say nothing about it. But when black people do it, it's a sin. Okay. This guy, who is this guy, man? He's just destroying this other guy's video.
Song, they don't want to hear it. Call animal control. Lead in the head.
More racism.
Pew, 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 pew.
Didn't I just got through saying something about all they see is monkeys and stuff? Now you want to talk animal? Yeah.
You. Basketball Americans doing basketball American thing.
What does basketball have to do with a riot? What the? Oh my God. See, here's the funny thing. There's videos that show white people riot over a college football game. That's perfectly fine. They're having fun. They're expressing themselves. But black people riot over something and they're deviant. See the hypocrisy again from racists?
I call them hood rats. We
call y'all hypocrites.
To start cutting off hands. But it's okay, they're black.
So if we start cutting off hands, what about all the serial killers he just listed? I don't see y'all talking about how their hands need to be cut off. Matter of fact, the only show that's really dedicated to black crime is The First 48. Everything else, including Forensic Files, is dedicated to what white people be doing. So it's like everybody and anybody can commit crimes. It's not just a certain class of people.
It'll be fine. White people.
But see, what make it worse among white people committing crimes is the simple fact is that you have privilege, you have better opportunities, and you still commit crimes. That's what make it 1,000 times worse. Hell, I even living in mostly Caucasian neighborhoods see white people commit crimes in their own neighborhood, like just well-off neighborhoods. And the majority of crime that's committed in neighborhoods is either domestic violence or, domestic violence. Either harassing their wife and kids or killing their wife and kids. And I done seen these same people who you see Caucasian females come into the hotels, got bruises on their faces. Their kids got bruises on them because the police is bringing them there because some dude decides he wants to get drunk because he can't handle life and decides to take it out on his family. And these are in well-off neighborhoods. What, you upset because life's not going your way all of a sudden? Boo-hoo, that doesn't mean you can beat on your kids. Crime can happen anywhere and in any neighborhood, at any place and at any time. It's not dedicated to one person or it's not dedicated to one group of people. Crime can happen at any time, anywhere. But when you built to be brainwashed in a certain mindset, that's all you're going to see.
Attacked as usual. Also, don't tell me not to get political on my own page. This is true crime.
Hey, I hate when people try to tell you what to do on your own page. It's like, don't tell somebody what to do on their own TikTok page. This dude right here just broke it down. He basically just destroyed old boy. But don't tell people what to do on their own page. Like, even I done seen plenty of TikToks where females want to sit up there half naked. It's like, I don't leave a comment saying, oh, you should not be half naked. No, I just don't watch it. I just switch to the next video. All right, so this one's talking about remedies for gum disease. Let's go ahead and check this out.
In my last video, I told you how to heal small cavities using a combination of bentonite clay, calcium carbonate, crushed cloves, and kaolin clay. Now, for those with receding gums, here are 4 holistic practices. Root canals is another very important issue that I'll discuss in a later video. Number 1 is oil pulling. Swish a tablespoon of coconut oil or sesame oil in your mouth for about 15 minutes.
Bro, oil pulling works, trust me. I've had toothaches. And when I start using the Guru Nanda, which you can get from Walmart, like my enamel started to heal. Like it started to heal the hole in my tooth. Of course, my dumb self don't keep up with it like I should, but I need to jump back on that.
Then spit it out.
There it goes.
This
Guru
practice
Nanda
can
just
help reduce plaque buildup and promote
I got
healthy
that exact
gums.
same one.
Number 2 is aloe vera. Apply pure aloe vera gel to your gums and massage gently. Aloe vera has anti-inflammatory and healing properties that help soothe gum tissues. Number 3 is green tea. Rinse your mouth with cool green tea. Green tea contains antioxidants that promote healthy gums and reduce inflammation. Number 4, which I highly encourage, is to seek probiotics specifically formulated for teeth and gums. Many common dental products, such as toothpaste and mouthwash, contain toxic ingredients that can destroy the microbiome in the mouth, leading to a whole list of health problems. Resources can be found on the Dr. Holistic site or in my TikTok profile.
I did not know
God bless.
You guys, what Child Protective Services doesn't want you to know. You guys, if you don't know who I am, my friends call me Malibu. I'm one of the leading advocates in this country exposing CPS corruption. I'm also a state-licensed Texas notary and an officer of the court.
See, I need to go ahead and get that notary, because somebody told me about that while I was working at Aflac a long time ago, to go ahead and become a licensed notary. And I'm like, man, I should do that. And they talking about how much extra money you can get on the side from it. So yeah, I should definitely do something like that. But he's right. CPS is so dirty, because there be situations where a child will be in a home that's no good for them, and CPS would notice and be like, oh no, fuck it. But then they can be in a home where the home is good, and it probably be like one mistake, or it probably be like a child was doing something bad and he got just a regular butt whooping, and then CPS was like, oh, we gotta take them out the home. Let's put them in a home with a pedophile or something like that, because they will do stuff like that. And even if the child complains about it, they just like, oh well, it's not our problem. Like, CPS is stupid, bro. But money is money to them.
So let me ask you something. How many of you know how powerful a Texas notary truly is? How many of you would know how to use a state licensed notary against a corrupt CPS agency and a corrupt family court system? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So you might want to stick around and share this video. How many of you have actually gone to court and the judge tells you that you cannot record because he has a special rule against that? well, that's actually a violation of your First Amendment rights, and the judge is making that a rule because he's corrupt and he doesn't want you to have any kind of recording of it. If you were smart, you would bring a state licensed notary, such as myself, to court with you. You see, if I'm in that...
See, I'm going to start doing that because when I went to court for a ticket and I showed video evidence that the cop was corrupt, the judge threw out my evidence and said, your evidence don't matter. That police officer, that his sworn word as a police officer supersedes the evidence which showed the police officer was lying, and they gave me the damn ticket anyways. Then when I tried to fight the ticket, the lady over the phone decided to cuss me out and tell me you're a criminal and this and that. See, the system is straight up corrupt. It's straight up corrupt. And then turn around and say, oh, it costs you $300 to appeal. They are super corrupt, bro. I'm telling you. From now on, anytime you deal with a police officer, you deal with a judge, or anybody like that, I'm going to do what he says. I'm going to get a notary to come in there with me, and also I'm going to get a lawyer because, dude, this country's so damn corrupt, it don't make no sense. But we're supposed to be the greatest country on earth.
Courtroom, and I'm recording the whole entire process. The judge cannot tell me to stop recording. Nice. Why? Because I'm a state licensed notary and an officer of the court. It is literally my duty and my job to make sure that the whole entire process is being done legally and lawfully. If he tries to shut me down with force, I can actually have him removed from the bench, because at that point he'll be violating his oath of office. Let me show you something. Cooper versus Aaron, 1925. Any judge who does not comply with his oath to the Constitution of the United States wars against that Constitution and engages in acts of violation of the supreme law of the land. The judge is engaged in acts of treason. The U.S. Supreme Court has stated that no state legislator or executive or judicial officer can wage war against the Constitution without violating his undertaking to support it. Simmons versus United States, 1968. The claim and exercise of the Constitution right cannot be converted into a crime. A denial of them would be a denial of due process law. You guys, in a world where every single CPS agency is corrupt and all the family court judges are corrupt, you've got to have the authority and your rights protected, especially when recording the processes of adjudication. Even if you're having a meeting with a CPS agent or agency, you can take a notary like myself to that meeting and record the whole entire process, and they cannot deny you. You guys are far more powerful than you think you are, okay? Never let a CPS agent in your home without a warrant.
Ooh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that advice. Because, yeah, CPS are so super corrupt. You see times where there'll be good dads, and because they want to get paid through child support, because, you know, the child support system, the government actually takes money off the top before it goes to the child. Like, there's a situation of a female I know who was supposed to get $600 something in child support, but the actual amount she got per month was like $400 something because the government took $200 right off the top. So that's the reason why it's a lot easier to sit up and say that the child should go with the mother, even if the mother's not working, even though the mother can have a criminal record, even though the mother can be out there committing crimes. No, she has to automatically go with the mother because it's easy to take money from the father, because if the father doesn't pay, it's easier to go ahead and put him in the jail system, right, for not paying child support, even if he can't afford to pay it. They don't care. They still want that man in jail because why? Because while he's in jail, that's free labor. See, what people don't understand about this whole entire government system, the system is designed to put as many men, especially black men, in prison as possible. Why? Because it's legalized slavery. So that Emancipation Proclamation, first of all, didn't even free all the slaves. Otherwise, Juneteenth wouldn't even exist. But what they did was saying, okay, instead of just keeping the black people as slaves, how about we have the system designed to where we can legally enslave anybody? So what they do, they come up with these fake crimes that people be doing, and they enslave them based off these fake crimes that haven't been committed. They set people up. They do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a way for them to, like, if you have seen the videos about the prison, the pipeline system, that's the reason why you need to have a notary come with you to court and stuff and show that as a man, you're willing to not only take care of your kid. to me, child support should be used for guys who don't want to take care of the kids, for men who don't want to step up. But if a man wants to step up, why would it be proper for you to take his kids away from him and then tell him, like, you can't see your kids, or she can choose when you see your kids, or we can choose when you see your kids, even though he planted the seed for them damn kids in the first place, but you have to pay the money. So I know a female right now, I'm not going to say her name, she doesn't work, she receives SSI, and she receives child support. And she has full custody. And as far as seeing the child, as far as seeing the child goes, she basically controls when he can see his kids. And she's not working. So she's automatically getting SSI and child support from the state, not working. Meanwhile, he's working. So why couldn't the kids stay with him? These are the situations you literally see men go into. And when they can't pay that child support, because see, here's the thing. If you're paying a certain amount of money for child support, and this what gets me about a lot of females real quick. I'm going to rant on this real quick. A lot of females out there will turn around and be like, well, if they was together in the home, they would do. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, if you're living in a home, let's say that the rent is like $1,000, right? The man and the woman are going to split and pay half. Or if you're in a household where the woman's staying at home and the man's paying all the bills, guess what? Guess who's more stable? The man's paying the bills, right? Even though she takes care of the home, it's the man who's paying the bills. So he can afford the roof over their head. So now she has to find a job. But instead of her finding a job, getting her own place, and then having it to where the kids can go on his place some days, and the kids go on her place some days, no, she doesn't have to work. He has to work harder. Oh, she got to take care of the kids. Well, he can take care of the kids too if you didn't make him work more hours to give her more money. And then 9 times out of 10, the mother really don't watch the kids anyway. She's too busy doing her own thing because she want to live and be free. And then guess what happened? The kids go out there in the street. The TV's teaching them. The radio's teaching them. Other people out on the streets teaching them. They end up in crime. And then it's a whole entire loop. So the reason why they do this because they know it's easier to not only send the man to jail for not paying child support, but you can go ahead and send the kids down that pipeline as well. The school to prison pipeline as well, and then have more free labor. Because the more people in jail, the less you have to pay for them to do the same tasks that you would have actually paid them for on the outside. Just saying. All right, let's check out what this weird flex.
Something that's a weird flex in your world that no one else probably ever thinks about.
I have not paid full price for a pizza in over 20 years.
Here he goes.
Come here. And as president of the Fast Food Secrets Club, I'm going to share with you guys the Domino's Pizza fast food secret, okay? So, for those of you guys who like ordering large pizzas, okay, listen closely. What you're going to do is order the pizza online and order it for carryout. You want to know why? Because when you order the large pizza, put 3 toppings on there, right? You can put extra cheese as a topping if you don't want like a bunch of toppings, right? Now, before you actually pay for the pizza, type in the coupon code 9174. It takes off 40% of each large pizza that has 3 toppings on it. Now, if you guys like medium pizzas, put 5 toppings on it and then type in the code 5162. That is a 40% off coupon for any medium pizzas with 5 toppings on it.
Y'all better do that. Y'all better follow that. Women that really hate men. Oh, wow.
Contrary to what you might believe, there are heterosexual women who don't like men beyond what we can provide for them. They are very narcissistic type women. They say stuff like this.
Men deserve the worst treatment.
I don't regret anything.
I don't regret nothing.
It even can make justifications for some shit that is unjustifiable.
Men deserve the worst treatment. You're in a building that was built by a man, using a microphone that was built by a man, while wearing clothes in a factory that was built by a man, but a man deserves the worst treatment. Okay. Wearing diamonds that was mined by a man. All right, keep going.
And they do it so well. Why? Because they try to make sure they micromanage exactly the narrative of their story. Pay attention.
It's crazy because I was with my ex and I was not a great partner.
Okay.
And I used to do things. I've done some things where like he would make me mad, and I would just go off and just, you know,
cheat.
Not cheat, because we were kind of like on and off. And I regretted it for so long.
You're a cheater.
But honestly, I found out some tea last night that he did recently. And I'm just like, I don't regret nothing. Everything I put him through, he deserved it. Everything.
So let me get this straight with this stupid ass female right here, okay? So you mean to tell me that you had a man? I don't know if he's a good man or not. I can't say that. But you mean to tell me that every single time y'all had a disagreement, and I've been through this before, that you decided to go step out on him? Y'all had an argument, you decided to go step out on him. And after all the times you stepped out on him, cheating on him for simple shit, he decides to cheat on you, and then you turn around and say, I don't regret any cheating that I did at all, because he deserved it. This what happens when people of low intelligence and low vibration take accountability for their actions. Bro, are you serious?
He is just not a good person. So what did you do? You know, like, for example, one time he had made me really mad, and we weren't together at this point. We were still dealing with each other. And I was like, you know what? I'm leaving, and I'm never talking to him again. So I left, and the next day I flew out and I went to Cabo.
But the thing is, if y'all not talking, why would you act like you're in a situation where you had to leave him? If y'all not talking, then how can you leave him if y'all not talking? Man, just keep going.
With somebody.
Yes, and I had a ball. I had a
I don't like how you just leaving out all this cheating you be doing.
It wasn't cheating because we weren't together.
She get on my nerves telling me it wasn't cheating because they weren't together. Y'all was together. Take accountability. But then when he go and cheat y'all together, get the man, you can't make up the
that you found a guy that was able to fly you out to Cabo the very next day that you broke up with your boy on and off boyfriend, and you're upset with him. He's not a good person because y'all was on and off. So everything you was doing, you wasn't cheating, but anything he was doing, he was a bad person for.
Thank you. People don't realize you can enjoy your life all you want, but you just gonna end up right back in the cycle, not excelling to the higher dimensional plane because you thinking with a first dimensional existence, and that's exactly what she's thinking. She's thinking with a first dimensional existence. Dude, I bet it's females in the comments who like we don't claim her. I know it is.
Or,
I wish nothing but the best for y'all, Alexis.
Why? Oh, they're going down. I won't listen. I'm gonna make sure he never sees success.
Jesus, all right.
I'm black.
So you hate him so much, even though you cheated throughout the entire relationship. Even though in the entire relationship, you cheated. You treated him. You just got through saying in the very beginning that you're not a good person. And you turn around and you wish him the worst because you're not a good person. Bro, you can't make this up, bro.
All right.
Look.
When we come back.
Listen.
Notice her friend ain't said
she's
nothing.
Going to be sure he don't never.
Her friend ain't said
success.
nothing. She like,
vengeance.
This girl keep talking.
It's hers, yeah.
And she embarrassing me right now. Her friend ain't said nothing. That's your friend. That's your friend.
Now look, don't let a big button of smile fool you. Some of these women will weaponize everything. They do not see us men as humans. They see us as only beneficial and play toys.
I'm going to tell you what. A female that respects a man is not only a high value female, but she's a female who's on a higher level plane of existence. Like her thought process is a level 10. This woman's thought process is a -1 or -2. But there are females out there whose thought process is so high that they know to respect, a good man. And you rarely find them. Most of them just keep to themselves. But this thought right here, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Even though all females want attention, don't get a female who thirsts for attention. Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't real. They ain't real. And if a dude wanted to, he can use them and have them ran all the way through what I think they plan or pimping the game. don't get a female who thirsts for attention. Just don't. Okay? Because there are plenty of good females out there. It's just that she is not one of them. And I think her friend can co-sign for that, because her friend just sitting there like, this girl's so stupid. Why am I friends with her? She's so stupid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop on this video right there and go ahead and start recording a part 3 for y'all. Be safe before I slap y'all in the face. Later.